Boom. What's up, everybody? This is Roberto Lorenzo Ferguson. This is what we call an impromptu live. I'm not going to be here long, but my goal, I was, something in my spirit said, let's go live. Let's share some information because there are people who are, I think there's a lot of people hurting when it comes to their health and specifically their weight. Some of you want to lose weight, but you really don't know how to take the next or the first step. Some of you are a little concerned about your health and you're smiling around people. You're kind of going through the day as though it's not as bad as you know it really is. And you're just procrastinating about it. You have health markers that are not looking good. And you're just not doing anything about it. And I get it. I 100% get it. I mean, it's been a long time I've been doing this, and there's not many new things that I'm learning about. And so I was sitting here because I'm going to go pick up my daughter in a second. She is working out. You know, she got a gym membership, which is the big thing. I'm so proud of her. And then I had a couple conference calls to make, and I had like some free time. And instead of vegging out, I was like, you know what? Let me do a quick live. Because I'm, and I've watched pastors do this. People who have churches, I've seen them do this where they go, I'm feeling like they'll start church knowing that there's a certain sermon they're gonna preach. But then it totally changes because they're like, I'm called, I have this feeling that I need to speak on something. And that's where I'm at. Now, what would help me is if whoever's catching me live is sitting there and they have a question, they can post it in the comments. Or maybe it's not even about them. Maybe it's more about who's going to watch it or catch it later. I don't know. But I know there's a lot of people hurting when it comes to their health. And there's quite a few people frustrated and hurting when it comes to their weight. And it's like, what do you do? Where do you start? What's the first step? Right? When you put those jeans on in the morning, or you think about putting those jeans on in the morning, you have that moment where you go, you don't like how you feel when you attempt to put those jeans on. It doesn't feel good. Nothing feels good about the clothes that you're putting on. So I'm not talking to the person tonight who has 5 or 10 pounds to lose. I'm talking about the people who are stuck. Now, some of you are my clients. You're not stuck because I'm working with you. We're working together. I'm talking about the people who are stuck and don't really know what the next step is. Like what should you do to get started to improve your health or to lose weight? I don't know. I don't. I would know better if I talked to you. And some of you have high blood pressure and it's been up and it's like, it's kind of bothering you, but yet you can still do what you do. So there's no urgency until you have a stroke or maybe a heart attack. There's no urgency until you experience ketoacidosis and you got to be admitted to a hospital. Maybe you pass out, your blood sugar levels drop low. There's no urgency because you can kind of, work your way through life, have a relationship, still have a life, yeah, you don't like the way your clothes fit, but things aren't so bad. I mean, I'm taking meds. I want to get off, but it doesn't have to be tomorrow. That's what I'm driven to share today. Because there's a lot of people who post great posts, very uplifting, and you don't even realize it, but they got high cholesterol. They have high blood pressure. They're taking all types of medications. But you don't know that because they seem like everything's great. It's not great. Why do you think so many people die suddenly? Why do you think so many people experience strokes and heart attacks? Sometimes the stroke is mild, sometimes it's severe. They knew. They had an idea. They just kept putting it off. They just kept putting it off. I don't even know how to help someone who knows they need help, but they continue to not do anything about it. I mean, think about the people who are obese or extremely overweight and they just keep putting it off. They could be in a relationship with someone and their partner is like, I don't want you to get a coach. I don't want you to do a program. And because they don't want additional friction in the home, they will sacrifice the potential of improving their health and who they are. Because they don't want arguments. They don't want to be questioned. I always wonder what makes a person do that, right? Like what makes a person put off doing something for their health because of how their partner responds to their desire to improve their health. Some of you are married to someone that you really wish you weren't married to because they eat like shit. They have no interest in eating healthier. And you really want to eat healthier, but it's like, damn, I'm married to someone who is constantly not on board with being healthier and living our best and healthiest life. They're just going to keep doing what they're going to keep doing. Man, that must be tough. I have clients. I talk to them all the time. I get it. We're having a real conversation. I'm sharing with you real stuff that you don't hear other weight loss gurus or nutrition experts. They don't talk about stuff like this. But guess what? This is the real stuff. So one of the things that I have done to help with people who are stuck, don't really know, is I put together this virtual food as medicine conference, course, and certification. It's a conference because we're coming together. It's a course because you're going to learn things in a systematic way. It's a certification because I'm going to give you a certification that you were there and that you learned certain things, and then you will get a certification, use it however you want, but on food as medicine, because the average person can't describe what food as medicine is. Sometimes people look at medicine and they go, oh, medicine could be a negative thing. It could be toxic. It can cause problems. There's people who lost their lives because of taking some type of medicine. But then medicine could be curing. It can be helpful. It can give back to you. I want to bring clarity to that. I talk to so many executives, physicians, dietitians, nutritionists. I'm doing presentations with the biggest companies on the planet. And whenever I talk about food as medicine, it's like everything stops. And after a while, you notice it. I'm like, wow, everybody's they really are interested in my position on food as medicine. And I've come to the conclusion that my understanding of food as medicine, and I have to give credit to a couple of my partners too, because they really have helped me, right? So, as the chief nutrition officer for a company called Icora Health, I have two partners that really contribute a lot, and they force me and push me to think, and they challenge me in really good ways that put me into a place where I'm able to share what we're going to share in the Food as Medicine conference. And I got to give also credit to a lot of our diet-free life coaches, because they push me and they have questions and they want to understand and learn things. And it's a different way that they push me. And it put us in a place where we are the leader when it comes to food as medicine. We are the leader. We are the leader in the whole industry. There's no one that's going to break down and help people understand food as medicine better than where we are with it. No one. Like, I can't even imagine it. We own that. And the people who aren't aware of us, they just don't know that yet. And the reason why we own it really comes down to you, because you deserve to have the knowledge and understanding to be able to navigate around food, things you buy, things you order, things that are delivered, things you grow, to have a really clear understanding of how you can use food to nurture your health. Now, if you're 25, you're like, what does that mean? But if you've lived life for a little bit of time, and I believe that could be a 25-year-old, but I'm talking maybe 40 plus, then you will hear what I'm saying. Because there's a lot of people that are opinionated when it comes to nutrition. And there's a lot of people talking a big talk. But at the end of the day, one, are they walking it? Are they walking it out? And then what have they done to help other people walk it out? There's a lot of people that have theories and they can break it down. They can come across really confident. But as I was sharing with someone today in a presentation, I said, for every one person that you have that have lost weight or moved into remission with their type 2 diabetes or gotten off blood pressure medication, I will bring 20 to 100 people for every one person you can bring, because we've done the work. We've done it. So if you're sitting here watching me explain this, or you share this with someone and they are type 2 diabetic, they got fatty liver, they're living with PCOS, they have they're dealing with hypertension, they're taking statins and other medications. I'm talking about getting off of that stuff. And if you're okay with just being on it, like I said earlier, some people don't care. There are people who are just okay with mediocrity, and they're okay with dying prematurely. There's a lot of people like that. They would rather be right than to be clear. They would rather go down and experience various cancers and a whole bunch of health challenges than to be aware of maybe making a little tweak to what they're doing so they don't have those health challenges and they're not likely to experience the various types of cancer. I don't get it, man. Everybody's unique and everybody's different. I respect everyone for where they are. I really do. Hey, do your thing. But for anyone, right, that wants to change it up, let's go. A lot of you you want to lose weight, but you ain't going to do shit about it because you're just not ready. I don't know why you're stuck. Part of it is you're not asking for, you're not asking for help. I don't know. But the longer you put it off, the longer you put it off, especially, let me give a shout out to all my Christian people. If you are Christian, I'm just curious about this, and you know you could do better, but you continue to put it off. If you had a chance to have dinner with God or Jesus Christ, and he says, hey, I noticed you wanted to lose weight, but you continued to do nothing, what would you say to him? Now, this is not for everybody, but I'm saying, like, a devout Christian, would you go, well, I'm just, I'm just, or would you say, oh no, I got a nutritionist. Oh, I'm working with someone. Oh yeah, I'm starting the program tomorrow. Like, what would you say? Would you like be totally okay with mediocrity? Or would you take a knee and go, hey, look, I need help. And if you did that and you asked for help, what do you think the response would be? Do you think Jesus would say, well, just don't do anything and just wait until it feels right, or you find, I mean, what do you think? What do you think would happen? Like, what would he say to you? Now, look, I'm coming from a place of humility. I really am. And a place of empathy and compassion, because I know how tough it is to get started or to take a chance, a risk to do something that you don't know. Like, nobody wants to like start something and not be successful. What happens is many people get really good at throwing themselves into business and doing a whole bunch of other things instead of dealing with something they know it would be wise to deal with. I don't know why people do that. I really don't. And I don't know why some of you are doing that right now. I don't know. Because I'm not here to judge you. My goal is to encourage you and let you know that you can take the step. You can actually do something about your situation. And if you don't want to be coached, which is fine, let's become more informed. So we have a food as medicine conference. The link is provided. You can learn more about it. You can get registered. Do that. Next week on Tuesday. So if you catch whatever day you're catching this on Tuesday, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Okay, Tuesday, that will be October 10th. That's a good day. I'm going to do a free seminar. I will do a push out, so you can go to, email my assistant Lori at Diet Free Life. If you're following me, that's great. But we're going to do a free seminar on food as medicine. So I'm going to give you a free seminar, a snapshot of what we're going to be covering in the upcoming conference. If you have friends, invite them to this, right? Because it's kind of hard when you're aware of certain things and they have no idea, but this is going to be good. I'm going to do a full presentation. The first 40 minutes is the presentation. And then I'm going to allow 20 minutes for Q&A. If you have questions, anyone, you can ask those questions. But we're going to talk about food as medicine. And you're going to have a really good understanding of it. So this will be like an advanced opportunity for those who are already signed up and registered to be a part of the Food as Medicine conference. And for those of you who aren't available on those days, there will be an on-demand opportunity. And once the conference is over, you'll have access to be able to like log in, listen to like certain presentations, certain interviews, various features, and be like, okay, that was good. Then maybe a week or a month later, you go, you know what? I want to watch that again. And you'll be able to come back and watch it again. You will be empowered. You will be informed. Last thing I would say is that for those of you who are already registered, and we have a lot of people registered, don't keep it a secret. Encourage a friend to come. Anybody. And there's a whole bunch of smart people that think they know a whole bunch of things. They need to be coming to this so that they can take their knowledge to the next level. If you know someone who sells supplements, they would definitely benefit from becoming more informed with food and not just pushing supplements. Right? So you have those people that just push supplements but don't know food. What the hell is that? You know what I mean? And I would say the same thing. You got people who push food but don't understand supplements. Like, I mean, that's modern day. So a nutritionist who doesn't understand supplements, that doesn't make sense. A supplement pusher who doesn't understand nutrition, that doesn't make sense. A doctor who doesn't know nutrition or supplements, what are you waiting on? If you want to help people, then be informed, you guys. Anyway, good stuff. Good stuff. What's up there, Coach Susie? I think Coach Susie caught me, and whoever else caught me. I'm glad you guys caught the live. And for those who caught the replay, thank you for listening to the replay. But I don't know. I had the time, and I was like, let me just put something out there because there's a lot of people hurting. A lot of people hurting with their health. I know you're hurting. And you just keep just floating through, doing nothing. All you got to do is go to a health center, fitness center, go to church tomorrow. Go to church any day and walk in and look at all the people, just from what you can see, are hurting. There's a whole bunch of thin people at church with high blood pressure. I mean, let's do something about it. I mean, let's do something about it. And it begins with awareness. And with awareness comes being informed knowledge. And once you're aware, once you're knowledgeable, same as the Bible, once you're aware, good and bad, right or wrong, okay, then you can take responsibility for it. But if you're just walking through life just, ignorant doesn't mean dumb. It just means you're unaware. And that's not helping anybody. So the link is provided. You can do it. I don't care what your situation is. Here's the take home. I have worked with so many people, man. Stage 3 kidney failure, cirrhosis of the liver, people in situations where the cancer came, they were just distraught. The weight, just they couldn't figure out what's going on, what's wrong with me. And we've turned it around. So if you're looking for hope, let's go. Let's go. So I'll see you in the conference. And then next week, I will be doing a free online seminar. It's free on food as medicine, and it's going to be good. So if you can't afford to come to the conference, okay, I get it. But don't miss the free online seminar because you will get a wealth of knowledge there. And that will be very helpful for you. Okay? All right. I'm out of here, you guys. I'm Robert Ferguson, nutritionist who cares, and that's why I share. Let's go. All right. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys Tuesday, if not sooner.